I don't watch mature beauty YouTube channels very much anymore, and I am one. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique Beauty, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Yes, I will admit, over the last year, I have slowly stopped watching all of my friends' channels. Every time they post a video, I no longer, rush to watch them. And there are several reasons for it, and I wanted to just kind of talk about it with you. One, I've been watching beauty YouTube channels for about 4 years, and they've shifted from the really chatty ones to the really more polished reviews, then kind of back and forth. And my tastes just change. If I'm watching a channel for 6 months regularly, then I might not watch it again for another 6 months. And so I kept thinking about my channel and how I have a lot of new viewers, but I also have a lot of older viewers, and maybe they're just getting a little tired of some of the content. So I'm going to try and switch things up a little bit. It may be interesting to some of the older viewers, it may not be. It may be interesting to some of the newer viewers, it may not be. But I am going to try and add just a little bit more the lifestyle, the vlog part of over 50 beauty and lifestyle, and maybe just do beauty once a week, and we'll just see how that works and how you respond to it. So these are going to be less structured and less edited, so probably a lot more a lot more going down rabbit trails, maybe losing my train of thought, because I am over 50 and I keep losing my train of thought more and more often. And let's go ahead and get started. I did actually make a list of things though that I wanted to talk about, just 3 or 4 topics to kind of keep me on track. Okay, first of all, I wanted to start with, this is me. This is me after a shower. Yes, I blew dry my hair and I curled my eyelashes. I did curl my eyelashes, but this is no makeup on. I have no Botox, no fillers, and I'm applying my makeup on a lot of my videos. It's not the natural light. I'm in the studio lights, which really fill out all your lines and hide all the shadows, but this is natural light. So these are all my imperfections on my face, my hyperpigmentation, my freckles. I'm gonna hold up my phone so I can actually see what I'm talking about when I'm showing you. These are my, the hooded eyes, which sometimes the hood sticks back as I get older. I've lost a lot of this fleshy part here. So my eyes get less hooded now that I'm older, as opposed to the opposite, whereas a lot of people get the more hooded eyes. I mean, I do have the droop here, but right here, that fleshiness has gone away. And I don't know if it was my eyelash serum, because it is a side effect of your eyelash serum, or if it's just age. My face gets a little more thin, but I did lose that fleshiness. So sometimes my eyes are really hooded and sometimes they're not. It just really depends. But I have the darker chin, the melasma. I've got the melasma mustache. Right here, melasma, right here, right here. I am going to a new dermatologist, my husband's dermatologist, for my annual skin check. In about 2 weeks, I have to go back to Arizona. I'm going to drive back from Florida to Arizona to have my car in Arizona and stay for a couple of weeks. Now, we are going to move. And I mentioned it last month, my October video, that we were going to move in a couple of years. Well, people that know me know once I fixate on something, I am full steam ahead. And so we're actually putting our house on the market in November. So hopefully it will be on the market by Thanksgiving. Another reason why I am driving home, so I can pack up my car with stuff that I don't want to go into boxes, but I don't necessarily want to have it left around my house for the next 4 to 6 months, because we need to sell our house first before we buy. And so our plan is to hopefully sell this winter and then maybe buy next spring or summer, see what the prices are doing, if they continue to drop, and then we will be a cash buyer. And so what the interest rates are doing won't affect us. So we just want, the prices to drop a little bit. when we move. That is the plan. So that is why I'm driving home, which is 26 hours, 26 or 27 hours, depending, for just a couple of weeks, because I want my car there, because I want to be able to load a bunch of stuff there that I can't check in my luggage or carry in my check bags. So that's kind of the move update. I'm still looking at a lot of houses. We are looking in Tennessee. That's where my youngest daughter lives, and I absolutely love it there. I grew up in Virginia. It reminds me of Virginia, and so I'm very, very excited. My husband loves Tennessee too, so it's not like I'm dragging him away from his friends. And because he's still based out of Phoenix, well, he's based out of LA, but he will be based out of Phoenix again in January, then we'll get an apartment there, and then he still can see his friends and play tennis. And there's an evening flight nonstop from Phoenix to Nashville. I think it's just about every night. I don't know if they'll change it up or anything, but right now there's one that gets in around midnight in Nashville every night. And so if he lands on the trip and he flies nights, and if he gets home at midnight or 1 in the morning, he can spend the day in Phoenix catching up with his friends, playing tennis, going to the gym, doing whatever he loves to do, and then fly to Nashville after that. So that's the plan for our life right now. I am going to go put on just a little bit of makeup when I have negative comments on my channel, especially about women don't need to wear makeup, or we don't need to color their hair. Now, I don't color my hair. You can see, people that think I don't have gray, you can see I've got it all interspersed in my hair. I am actually considering buying a box of color. There's enough there that I do want to cover that up. But overall, I like my shade of brown, so it is a big decision. But for those that say that women don't need makeup, we shouldn't push women wearing makeup, etc. When men start wearing makeup, which of course men that do wear makeup, that's when, that they'll listen to me, or all kinds of weird comments like that. And I just wanted to say, I don't wear makeup for men. I'm not trying to catch a man. I've been married for 25 years, happily married for 25 years. Yeah, I'm not after a man. And my viewers, most of them, I would assume, actually I know because YouTube tells me, are not men. So I wear makeup because I like to wear makeup. and I show makeup and demonstrate makeup because a lot of my viewers like to wear makeup too. So I did want to just say that, but I am going to go put on a little bit of makeup now. Okay, I just got back after spending a couple hours on the beach, and today is the last day that the beach service will set up the umbrella and 2 chairs. So I actually just got delivered from Amazon a new beach chair that has the shade kind of built in for my face, because even though my body is out in the sun, or my legs or my feet might just be out in the sun, I do sit under a big beach umbrella, and I just needed a couple of hours to read and just make me feel like I'm not stuck inside all the time, because sometimes I feel like I stay inside a little bit too much, which then affects everything, right? It affects your mental health, it can affect your physical health. And speaking of physical health, I am getting back on the bandwagon with, more healthy lifestyle again. So it's been a year since I consistently walked 4 miles a day. I used to walk every day, 4 miles a day, and then it became when my friend would walk, or when, when the weather was nice. But I am back to, I'm going to walk 4 miles every day, whether I'm here in Florida or in Arizona, and I'm just going to do it. And I'm just going to make that commitment again, even if it only lasts another 8 to 10 months, and then I fall off again and then have to get back on the horse, so to speak, again. It's better to keep trying than just say, well, I'm not going to stick with it, so I'm not going to try anything. I did find a really fun Instagram account, and he has a YouTube channel too. Let me see what his name is. His name is Jimmy Yen. I think that's Jimmy Yen. I can't really read my handwriting. He's an acupuncturist, and he has a Instagram account, Achieve Integrative Health. And also he has a YouTube channel of the same name, and he does share a lot of the content on both, between shorts and reels on Instagram. And I just really enjoy what he tells us to do because it's easy, and it might only be like 2 minutes, or, you know, do these 5 exercises 50 times, or whatever it is. And it just feels like if I'm sitting around, maybe binge watching a little bit too much, that I just feel like I'm getting the blood circulating and the body moving. So he had one that, whoops, my butternut squash is beeping out of the air fryer. Yeah, so he had one video, or he has 2 of them, and it was like the 5 exercises that women over 50 should do. So the first one was the first 2 exercises, and it was 2 of them. One was just doing this, and at the same time you go up on your tippy toes, and you do it 50 times, and I don't even remember why. I'll put the links down in the description box below so you can see why he says it's good for women. Health, I don't know, it's something with either the lymph nodes or the kidneys or the breast tissue or circulation. Probably, it might have been circulation around the breast tissue, but I don't really remember why. But I have been doing it every night because it's easy to do, just 50 times. And then the second exercise was like flap like a chicken. And I can't remember, I've been doing deep knee squats while I've been flapping like a chicken. And yeah, I don't really remember why, but I've been doing it. And then the other ones, one was like rub the stomach, one was massage the hair, the scalp, and I don't remember what the 5th one was. But again, I'll put the links down in the description box below. But he'll have different things, like, he's like, are you complaining about, or how to get rid of your hunch, or, you know, neck pain, or I can't even remember, but it's basically being, you know, stuck over a computer. And it was pull your chin back in, because when you do that, like if you're being hunched over like this and you pull your chin back, you can see it flattens that area out. Well, I don't know if you can see with my hair, by pulling your chin back. And so I've been doing that and just kind of holding and then relaxing again. And I don't know, the steps that he says makes me feel good at least right away. And so I'm sure if I can start implementing more of these a little more regularly, it will just help with circulation, tightness in the shoulders, etc. So achieve integrative health. I would definitely look for him either here on YouTube or on Instagram and see his little short exercises. Really, really interesting. What else have I been doing? Okay, I mentioned this in my stories on Instagram, but I have been trying to learn how to watercolor paint, and I picked it up during COVID. 2020 was the first time I started watching a video, and I bought a few paints. Now I have a lot of paints and a lot of brushes because that's just the way I roll, a lot of paper. But I am not that artistic. My sister is a beautiful painter, drawer. My mom is, but it kind of skipped me. And I blame me being a lefty and just having a hard time doing a lot of the fine motor skills. And so I've been painting. I've been following Jenna Rainey, and I actually signed up for one of her workshops in Spain next summer. Yeah, that's how much I jump into things. I can't even paint, but I jumped into one of her workshops. But you know, this was from one of her videos, and it's very, very simple painting, very beginner 101, and I really enjoy it. It's fun for me, even though I'm not making any masterpieces. I think I did these from like Emma Lefavre. I can't even say her name, but she had a tutorial on flowers, and I follow them. And, you know, even though these are not going to be framed and not going to be put up in my home, I really, really, really have been enjoying painting. And then my favorite style is from Andrew Geeson. And he's from the UK, and he does the loose watercolor painting. Let me see. So whereas this is like the Jenna Rainey, you know, kind of just, you know, basic shapes and everything. And I say that, and hers are really beautiful, and mine are very simple. But that's what I've done watching her videos. Andrew Geeson, and I just looked at him or watched one of his videos the other night for the first time in a year. But he's very loose. And so this is like one of his videos here, and then here's some tulips, and you're really just blobbing the colors on, and then you kind of add a little bit of detail, and that just works a lot better for me. So anyway, it's been really fun. I sit here and try and paint a little bit every night, and I feel like it's a skill that, you know, you have to build up a little bit of muscle memory, so I'm trying to do that. But that's kind of my little empty nester project, and I just think it's really good and healthy to have empty nester projects, or just some outlet. For some people it will be crocheting or knitting or cooking or whatever, but I'm trying to paint, and so that's what I am doing, and I'm having a lot of fun doing that. I think that's about it. Oh, I will also say I went and had my OB appointment last month because I'm on estrogen, so I had to get my prescription renewed, and told me that I should stay on estrogen because everything is very healthy, and because I do have osteopenia, you know, it does help with the bone density, it does help with heart, which I don't have any heart history or illness in my family, and I do have Alzheimer's, I do have dementia. My grandfather had Alzheimer's, my dad has dementia, which could turn into Alzheimer's maybe. I think he might be following on that path. But yeah, so it's working really well for me. But the interesting thing is, because I had debated, I was like, well, how long do you stay on it? I had a hysterectomy last year. And I was like, well, do I still need to be on it? You know, my hot flashes gone. And then it really dawned on me all these times since I've been in Florida that I've been playing with the thermostat, making it colder at night, is because I was being really sporadic taking my estrogen, which of course that is not healthy, right? To not take everything regularly or as prescribed. But once I started taking my estrogen every day, similar time again, yeah, I stopped being hot, not hot flashes, but I was just really warm at night, and I've been sleeping a lot better. So funny how that works. Anyways, but that's kind of what I'm doing as far as my health. It's just I'm on estrogen, but that's about it. But I'm going to start walking again starting tonight. I'm meeting with my girlfriend tonight, and we're going to walk 4 miles. And then whether she shows up or not, I'm going to stick with it. And those are my plans for the near future. So let me know what you're doing to stay active, especially as it's getting colder. Now I'm in Florida, it's not going to get that cold, but for those of you that are in the colder weather climates, you know, it gets really hard to stay active in the winter. So let me know what your plans are. And as always, I sure appreciate you watching this video. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.